to Empower Her Content Day. The celebrity keynote kickoff speaker, Rachel McCord. Plus, she looks fabulous too.
And so when we think about being here for Content Day, I want you to think about how unique your voice is. You're the only human being with these fingerprints. You're the only person with this beating heart. And let me tell you, you have a message and a story and a purpose, and it is time to get unstuck. It is time to get chill bumps and excitement and start moving with the voice of our hearts and get unstuck and get it out there.
I said, let's do a streaming platform to where we can share men and women's voices globally because they're important. There's power in speaking. There's power in writing. There's power in storytelling. Another step of dream big, do bigger. So we launched FENIX TV, soft launched last year. We hard launched in June. We have 100 new hosts, 100 different shows. We're in 136 countries, and our main goal is to continue to empower her. Right? Dream big, do bigger, right?
My invitation is look at how we can invite and embrace divine femininity, divine masculinity. I'm over all these, let's toxic this, toxic. I'm done talking about the toxicity. Let's talk about what we want in the world, not what we don't want. Stop perpetuating a theme that we don't want. Bring in what we are, what our true nature is. We are made in every cell, in every atom, and at the molecular structure of who we are love and we are light.
So you want to make sure that you're not afraid to send your flyers via DM, email, follow up with cold pitching. It all works when you're making a brand and you're selling yourself, right? So, and I've successfully done this for over 500 celebrities to the point where, as you stated, my son and I were honored by President Biden last year with the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award by the White House. So, thank you.
I love money. I want all of you to love money. But this is the thing, yeah. I want you to make it doing what you fucking love.
But it was the path that I needed to take to get here today, to stand before all of you and say, I am flawed and I'm fucking awesome.
The main keys I would love for you guys to take with you today is to be able to show up for yourself in the mirror every single day. And if that's affirmations, or if that's just looking at you, or if that's just saying, you know what, today I don't feel all that good. I'm gonna be honest, right? I don't like me today. I'm having a bad morning. Life been lifing, right? How many of us life has been lifing?
On social media, it's not really a controlled environment. It's not your platform. Even if you have lots of followers, you're not really controlling how many people are seeing that content, how many times they're seeing that content. That's not controlled.
Any of that. I want you to think about the person, the thing, whatever that is, that caused you to take the leap of faith to start your business. Maybe for her, she's empowering women. I lived in Las Vegas for 20 years. When I left, I was rescued because I was trapped in an abusive relationship. They had to come rescue me out of Las Vegas after 3 years of being abused and held against my will, and I had to leave.
When it comes to business, growing business, I have a couple of things I want you to know today. And it's not as simple as doing cold bath plunges and manifesting and meditating every day. There's some cold, hard facts when it comes to running a very successful business. First, there are no shortcuts. You cannot shortcut your way to success. Relations are one of the best ways to leverage your business. That's why we're all here today, but there are no shortcuts.
When I started my business, I jumped full steam in, just really went for it. And that was amazing, and it worked really well for my business. But what I found was after, I don't know, a year or two, I was totally disconnected from myself. I was just all in my head, working. I was not taking aligned action. We've heard people talk about this, right? I was not taking aligned action, and I was not really feeling like I was grounded and centered, and I was in my own truth anymore.
Find your authentic self. You can make everything happen. Stay consistent. Be on top of everything that you do. Do not take shortcuts, because when you do, you have to start all over again. And when you do the right steps, at the end of fruition is marvelous. And let me tell you something. I am truly living the life challenge that I endured. Now today I can say, you know what? Look where I am today. Where was I before? And this is why I know it was time for me to start my businesses. Everything I've done, it's always been, it was a challenge, but it wasn't easy, but here I am today.
Then you also want to look at what's important to you. Like, what values, missions are important to you? Do you have any causes that you like to support? Or how do you also want to be remembered from people? Like, if people were to say about you what your legacy would be, what would you want your legacy to be? What would you want to be remembered for?
My mom got her house at this age. I got mine at this age. I looked to my first sister after me. I'm like, hey, Mara, you have to beat my age. We need to get you approved for a home younger than I was. So we worked on hers, and she got her home. And she was a single woman when she got her home as well, so I was super proud of her, a single mother.
We're gonna repurpose it and get it in front of the right people. And so this is like my number one thing that I tell every single business. People are like, well, how do I know if I'm ready to run ads? Everybody here who has a business should be running ads. Every single person.
Newsflash, I'm an introvert. This is uncomfortable to me. Yet I know I have to do it in order to build my business, in order to seek my passion, which is helping people grow.
My name is Rebecca Stewart. I own VIP Nannies Household Staffing in Los Angeles, California. I do staff the homes of celebrities and high net worth families, 90s pop stars, Forbes top 10, people out here, people in New York, Oscar winning, Emmy winning, Grammy winning, all of the above.
Do your research. Make sure you check it out ahead of time. You know what things are worth. You go in with the plan, right? You don't want to show up and just wing it. You're never going to get what you want.
How you speak to yourself is everything. So your story is in the past. We all have to do the work. We all have to heal, yes. However, you cannot get to the top of Mount Everest and take all your shit with you.
So I have 4 tips for you today. Just so you know, I have done everything wrong, a lot of things wrong, but how many of you know you learn the most when you fail? That's where you grow, right? How many of us have failed a lot? Anybody else? Okay, I'm not alone here, awesome.
I started at a Clinique counter at 17 and got my big break on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and that launched my whole celebrity makeup artist career, and that got me on television. So one of the things that I really want to push for all of you here, since we're so inundated with so much content, is really truly being authentic and celebrating what makes you different.
And as women, what I have found is that often women business owners do not take that time to work on their businesses. They're so busy working in their business, in their homes, and in their communities that they do not think that they have the time to take 1 day a month, 8 hours, to turn off the business.
So for us, I feel like we have to sometimes stop and pause and think, who are we going to tell our story? Who are we going to share our story for? Who needs to hear the story that we have? Especially because I always say, we have so many years behind us and less years in front of us. Every year of our life is a chapter in our book. So at the end of our story, when people are celebrating us, what is it that you want people to celebrate you for?
Hello, beloved She Rises sisters and gentlemen here live, and beloved viewers from FENIX TV all around the world. We are here in beautiful Las Vegas, and it's getting a bit chilly here, right? Who is a bit chilly? The sun is down, so no worries. I will make sure you feel hot in the next 10 minutes.
Take my hand and we'll stand in reverie.
I'm in bed and I think to myself, hey, there's a lot on these shoulders. And I remind myself that I am worthy of all good things. And that means I don't give the choice of me not caring for myself. It's non-negotiable.
All right, let's do one. Come on. Stamp, clap, stamp, clap, stamp, clap. Dream big, do bigger. Let our voices ring. Dream big, do bigger. Let our future sing.
You know what? I want to bring these women who probably stayed here all day, learning new things, sharing their ideas. And it's important that you guys have something like this shared to you from a beautiful culture like the Mexican culture. I can say more, but I want you guys to enjoy this for a little longer so you guys can feel this beautiful experience. And thank you, Dr. Cesar Quintana. Thank you.